Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel. Today I will be sharing my entire handbag collection. I have somewhat shared my collection before in a few Vlogtober videos where I did just some organization and I was setting this up in my closet, but I've never done like a full sit down video. And the best part about this video is I'm starting from the beginning and I'm sharing every single bag that I have in my closet that I've kept. I'm also going to share a few other bags that I've had and got rid of since my first bag. And I do have my first designer bag that I ever received, and we're going to start from there, and we're going to go somewhat in chronological order to the best of my memory and purchase history in my email. So let's go ahead and jump right in because this is going to be a pretty long video. So first up is the Coach Gold Chelsea graffiti tote. So just imagine it is like 2013. Coach is like at its peak. Everybody wants a Coach purse. Everybody has a Coach purse. And this was my first. I think I was 15 when I received this bag. My parents got it for me for I think it was like a mixture of like starting high school. I was probably 14. I think it was like my freshman or sophomore year. And everybody like had a Coach purse. Everybody wanted one. I wanted something a little different, and I have always loved gold, and I loved like the plaid design, and I just absolutely loved this bag. I also got the matching scarf. Yeah, I also got the wallet as well, and I still have all this, and I do plan on keeping this bag. I was looking through just a lot of old photos that I'm going to insert here. I started working when I was 15, and so I did buy a lot of Coach purses that with my paychecks that I loved. My parents got me a new one each year. Right before school started, we always went shopping at an outlet mall, and I always got a new bag, and this was just the first one, and I still love this one to this day. I'm never gonna get rid of it. I went on like a huge nostalgia trip, like going over all of these, and I'm always going to keep this one. I also kept this Coach purse. I don't remember when I bought it. I know it was in high school, and I loved it because I still use this as in the fall, because I just always felt like it was the perfect fall bag to just go do to like haunted houses and fairs and like all the different events, bonfires. This was always like my fall bag. I had the little matching ID holder and wallet and a matching scarf again. So I kept the ones where I kept the matching scarves, and I kept the scarves. And I still, again, use this one in the fall just because I still love it. It is definitely needs to be cleaned, but I still love the design. If y'all remember the Poppy collection from Coach, I used to have so many of the Poppy ones, and I would save up my paychecks because I had 2 jobs in high school, and I would just try and buy like the newest bag because I loved all of those bags. And I kind of wish I kept the Poppy, like the big Poppy ones, but I'm glad that these are the 2 that I kept. So these are all the ones that I have from high school. If y'all remember, it went straight from like the Coach era to the Michael Kors era, and I kept 2 bags, but I can't find one of them, and I think it's because it's in the garage somewhere. But I decided to keep 2 of my Michael Kors purses. One is the Color Block tote, and I purchased this the first time I ever went to New York City. I went with my best friend. I think I just turned 21 or 22, and 21, and I was celebrating my birthday. So I bought this at the Michael Kors on 5th Avenue, and for that, because it was my first trip that we ever went to together, I am always going to keep this one, and I bought it, in New York. So it's just so many great memories with this bag, and just in general. I still also really love this bag because I just love the color block. I still lean towards these colors, as y'all know. This is also when I went from like Coach to Michael Kors, I definitely started going more towards like the more simple, like neutral colors, because I've always been a neutral person, but when you go from like high school to college, you definitely change styles. But I have this. I also have the Hamilton tote, and that's something that I purchased with my mom, and she still like tells the story to this day. I wish I could have found it. But like it went on sale at Dillard's because it wasn't like the structured bag. It was more like a hobo Hamilton. And we lived an hour away from Austin at the time, where they live now in my hometown. And we went to our local Dillard's. They were sold out. And then we went to one in Austin, which was more like the North Austin Mall. They were sold out, and they're like, the Barton Creek one has it. And so we went like pretty much an hour and a half away to track down this person. She'll still tell you that story to this day, that if we want it, we get it. And she's the exact same way. Like, I get all of this from her. But I still have that one, and I'm keeping that one for that reason too. But these were definitely like my undergrad purses. I would use this one for school a lot, and then the Hamilton one was more of like my like daily bag when I wasn't in school, because I didn't want to use it for school. And then after that, I got into Tory Burch really quickly. Like, I liked Michael Kors shoes, and to this day I still love Michael Kors shoes. So I still stuck with Michael Kors for the shoes, but not the handbags. And that's just because I fell in love with Tory Burch. I felt like the quality was just so much better, and I loved the styles, and I still do to this day. And so this was my first ever Tory Burch handbag. This is the Small York Saffiano leather buckle tote. It was an end sale exclusive, or an end sale like discounted tote, and I remember it was the most I ever spent on a tote two at the time. And that's when I got like my first really good high paying job. And I remember like thinking, because at the time I always wanted like a Louis Vuitton and Chanel bag, and I was like having a mini heart attack buying this one for $245. But it was just like a lot at the time, especially since I was paying to like put myself through school. But I love this one because it was like the perfect work tote. I also got the matching wallet, and oh, I still have cards in here for some strange reason. And I always like to get stuff that matches. Again, to this day, as y'all know, nothing has changed. I love this one because it has the laptop compartment, and I still use this one as a work bag. So I do have my beige work tote that I purchased recently. That one can be a little big, and I still use this one and the next one that I got as work totes just because they're so durable. I bought this one in 2016, and it's still like, there's like some fraying, but it still looks brand new. But this also started the tradition of me getting a new Tory Burch purse every year in some capacity. Generally it was, I would buy one every end sale, whatever was on end sale. But yeah, I still love this purse, still use it now 5 years later, and I still think it looks amazing. So again, that was my first Tory Burch, and then that was at the end sale, so that was in July. And then for my birthday in November, I actually purchased this. And I still love and use these bags. I still, except for like the Coach and Michael Kors purse, use all of my bags. So I stop repeating myself, but I still use this one very frequently for going out. So for my 23rd birthday, I remember I went shopping with my mom, and we went to Nordstrom to get the purse. And this is the first one that I bought like full price, because this was an end sale tote. So like I said, it was $245, but it was regular $325. This was the first one that I purchased full price, and it was $375. And this was the most expensive purse that I bought at the time. But I bought this because it was a birthday present, and again, good paying job. But I also wanted to use it for my trip to New Orleans. I thought it'd be great. I still love it for the reasons why I bought it. There were like slots in here. I felt more secure being able to like put my wallet in here or cash in here. And it was so convenient because this purse has like a front and back pockets that are magnetic, so I can just easily like slip my phone in here and don't have to worry about like zippering and unzippering. And when you're traveling, I think that's perfect because you don't have to open up like where your cash is. You can just keep like your phone in here or like quick things that you need to access. But yeah, I bought this at Nordstrom, and then I remember we went to the Tory Burch store because I don't know if they do this anymore. I think they changed it a little bit, but you would get $50 off, a $50 off coupon for your birthday. And so I went to Nordstrom because I had points and my credit card, and I don't even know what, like everything that I could apply in on this bag there. And then I went to the Tory Burch store to buy the matching wallet because I got $50 off with my birthday coupon. After that bag, I got my first Louis Vuitton item. So I purchased the pochette accessory. I don't know where. I think the strap is downstairs. But what I loved is that I could use this as the clutch. I know this is like the recommended like #1 Louis Vuitton item that you purchase when you're first starting out, because you can use it as a clutch or like a mini like bag, and then when you get like a Neverfull or your first like huge bag, you can use it like how I'm using it to hold accessories. And so I still love this for this reason. I'm also glad that I got it when I did, because the price increases since I purchased this has been crazy. So I purchased this for $4.90 and now it retails for $7.90. And if I ever lost this, I don't think I would replace it, just because I don't know, I don't think it's, I know other people have different opinions, but I just don't think it's worth $7.90 in my opinion. Yeah, this is my first Louis Vuitton and my first luxury designer purchase. And then shortly after that, I purchased my Neverfull. To this day, this is still, yeah, the most I've ever spent on a bag, and I love it. Cost per wear, I've definitely gotten more than my money's worth. I use this every single day. Recently I haven't, just because I've purchased a lot of new bags. If you've been following me around, you've seen. But I still, you know, this is still like my go-to tote. I've used this to travel. I've used this for school. I've used this for work. It's just so durable. That's one thing that I love about Louis Vuitton and their canvas, is that it just holds up so well. That's one of the reasons why I feel like this bag is so popular. It's also, just like the name says, Neverfull. You can never put too much in. I remember when I went to go purchase this bag, I was gonna go get the GM, and I saw it and I was like, no. This one, it was definitely way more than enough, and I still love it. Lately I have been using it more kind of like a medium-sized bag, so I've been taking the ends, cinching it in to make more of like a medium-sized bag, just because I haven't needed to carry that much stuff. And I just love how versatile it is. Like, you know, now I have like a little bucket bag that I can carry items in. I don't have this big tote, and again, you can use this for anything. So this is my like go-to bag in my collection. Yeah, after that I had like everything that I need, right? I had like my luxury bag, I had a like my nice black Tory Burch bag, my nice like tan bag, and then I really wanted another Tory Burch bag. Like I wanted to get some more clutches to go with more outfits, since with black I feel like it's great and versatile, but I really just wanted like different colors and to kind of branch out. And so on my wish list there was the Tory Burch Georgia Turnlock mini bag, and I just thought it was perfect for game days if I ever went out, because I'm a Cowboys fan. It was cute, it was navy, it was different, I didn't have anything like it, and my fiance got this for me when we were dating, one of my birthdays / graduation present, and I still love it. Again, I use this in the fall primarily because for Cowboys games, or for like the Super Bowl, and I just love it. It's a cute little crossbody. I love the design, and it was just so sweet that he got it, because I just was in love with this bag. But I think at the time, that's when I was going through a lot with jobs and then paying for school, and like purchasing a bag wasn't really gonna happen. But he got this for me, and I was just really happy. After that, for the end sale, again, bought one every single year, I purchased the Tory Burch Marsden leather wallet crossbody bag, and I also got the matching wallet as well. Now, this was the first time that they had a version like this on the end sale, I believe. Yeah, I don't think they had something like it the year before. And now every year they come out with like a different version, and whether it's like the circle logo, I think this year they had like a really big logo, and a matching wallet. but I love this one. Again, this is when I wanted to like add a little bit of different colored bags, and I was really into blush at the time. After that following September, and I only remember this because we were coming back from one of Sam's friends' weddings in San Antonio. We stopped by the San Marcos outlet mall just to look, and because he's a great fiance, and I went crazy that day. I still remember that day, it's still on my stories. But I saw this bag in the Tory Burch outlet, and I absolutely fell in love with it. It was so different. I always call this my fall bag because it has like a pumpkin spice orange, there's maroon, you have the navy, like the bag, and I only use this one during fall, but I love it. It's just like a huge tote bag. I also got the matching cosmetic pouch. I would have bought a matching wallet if they had it. But yeah, you can take the sides, kind of like the Neverfull, and make it a little bit smaller. This is what I like to do because this is the biggest, or well, it was the biggest bag that I had at the time. But yeah, this is my like fall bag, and I love it. This is the Tory Burch Carrington Square Coated Canvas Tote, blue and Philly plaid. And so it retailed for $2.98. I know that's not what I spent for it. I want to say that I got it for $150 or maybe $200 because it was the outlet mall. After that, I don't think I bought a lot of purses. I think that was the last one that I purchased for a while, and I think up until recently I haven't been buying a lot of purses because I had what I needed. Like I had bags for fall, bags for work. I use my Neverfull every single day. And then Tory Burch came out with their Cura line that I'm just in love with. And something again that was on my wish list was the top handle satchel Cura bag. And Sam actually got this for me for Christmas a few years ago, and I just love it. This became my main going out bag after I got it. It's very close in style to the Gucci Marmont top handle. However, with those bags, one, this is again significantly cheaper, but two, I heard that it doesn't hold its shape and that the like leather easily scratches. And I don't know if y'all can see on here, but this one is in perfect condition. Like, and I use this a lot. There's like one scratch up top, but I think that was me with my like engagement ring recently. But I love this bag. This is my favorite. Yeah, my favorite going out bag. I had to look. And I just love that Sam got this for me because I didn't see it coming, because this was something that like I asked him for, but I didn't. It was a lot because it was $4.98 at the time because it just came out, and now it's currently on sale for $3.49, but still it was a lot. And so I like appreciated it because it was definitely a surprise. Yeah, he surprised me and he got me this for Christmas, and I just was so happy. I also think this was the only purse that I got that year, to be completely honest, and I loved it because again I had everything that I needed. This was just something that I really wanted and was really happy that I got. So after that, so that was 2019. I know I've been doing a lot of years. I don't know if y'all really care, but last year obviously you didn't really need bags because a lot of the world was on lockdown. But towards the end of the summer, my sister came down, and I remember we went shopping with my mom. And we were just looking around. We went again to the San Marcos outlets, and I went to the same Tory Burch store, and I found this wallet on a chain. So this is the Tory Burch Emerson leather chain wallet. It's a crossbody handbag, and I bought it for a wedding. I also just didn't have a white bag, so I wanted something a little bit different. But you have all these card slots, and it was just gonna be like a going out bag. I think I've used this once since I bought it because I actually ended up getting the flu, so I couldn't go to the wedding. But I still love it, and I want to keep it because I feel like it's a classic look. And that's one thing that I love about all my bags. Like, there are so many different trends, and I feel like with all my bags, yes, they are very neutral, but you can use them whenever, and they're still very, stylish and trendy, but they don't really go out of season. So that's one thing that I love about this bag in particular, is that it's very like minimal. That same summer, so I don't know if that came first or after this, but Kate Spade launched the Archie Comics collection. And if you've been following me for since last year, y'all know I was so excited for this collection. I ended up going to Round Rock and San Marcos outlet malls, because these were only available in the outlet malls, for so many different items. So I got the backpack as well as the tote, and I'm not a pink person. These are more of my now summer bags, because I just purchase them in the summer. I view them as summer bags. But I went several times to the outlet malls because they were sold out. They were hard to find. They got stuff in. I had to go to like an hour away to San Marcos to get this tote, I believe. And I also got like the matching wallet for this tote, the pouch. And then I also wanted, I didn't like the bag of the style, but I also wanted these two wallets. So I have plenty of wallets, especially Archie comic wallets, but I just love all these. This was my first purchase from Kate Spade. Honestly, I like Kate Spade, but I'd rather get Tory Burch for the money. Unless they come out with like a collaboration like this is probably gonna be my only purchase from Kate Spade, to be honest with you guys. But I do love these items because they are like very good quality. I love the leather, like it still looks brand new. I know so many people love Kate Spade, but I'm a brand loyalist and I stick with certain brands. But I had to get these because Archie Comics was, I still love Archie Comics. Like I have an order coming from Archie Comics to catch up on my collection. It's something that I always just collected growing up and then started again recently, but I had to get those. So those were the items that I got last year. And then this year, as y'all know, I've been like on a spending spree for bags just because I want to add some more variety, and I really been wanting to add some more designer bags. But if y'all notice, I've only have totes or clutches. There's like no in between in my bags, and so I really just wanted a medium-sized bag. And so I remember I went back to the San Marcos outlet because they had a Gucci, they have Saint Laurent, they have a Saks, and they have Prada. Like they have so many different brand names, and Tory Burch. I went into like every single brand name that I liked. I even went into Dooney and Burke and Coach just to see what they had, and I just didn't see anything that I really liked. And so remember I drove back and I met a friend at the Domain, and then we were in Nordstrom and I saw the Kira Chevron quilted shoulder bag. They only had it in black and gray, and I know I've seen the bag before, and I loved, because this is like similar to the Saint Laurent Lulu that I was looking at, but it was just way too poofy for me. Like the Lulus that I saw, they were so poofy, and I don't know, this is like a little bit like thicker material, but it's not like poofy, if that makes sense. And so I went to the Tory Burch store, like the actual Tory Burch store at the Domain, and they had it, and it was the last one. I do wish there was a back pocket. I think that would make it perfect, but in general, again, I love the Kira line. I've seen it. I never saw the white color, and I wish I did because I would have gotten it sooner. And then we have my most recent bags that I have purchased and I have videos for, and that I'll link below for more details. But earlier this year, I purchased the Saint Laurent Rive Gauche tote. This is just a bag that I've had my eye on, and I purchased it in Portland during my most recent residency, and I love it. I used it for school. I'm not using it for work. I don't want to use it for work. It's more of like my shopping and casual bag. I did use it for school because I just got it, and I probably would use it for school again. It's also great to travel with because it's just so big. And the functionality of this bag, you can use this like an overnight bag, and I just think it's so trendy. I got the all black because I feel like you can use it all year round, and I'm just in love with it still. This one retails for $1,250. If you buy it in Portland, then it is tax-free. So you save a little bit there, but I also recommend using a triple point day like I did. But I purchased that one, and that's the biggest tote that I have. As y'all can tell, I can barely fit in the screen. And one of my most recent totes. After that bag, again, like within the past few weeks, I purchased the Saint Laurent monogram quilted leather clutch. I've always wanted a Saint Laurent like wallet on chain or one of their clutches, and so this is $725, and it is a clutch, but you can add a chain like you see here to make it more of a bag. You can also make it a crossbody. Again, I'll have the video links below so y'all can see that. Can only really fit the essentials in here since it is meant to be a clutch. So phone, wallet, and keys, but I think it's perfect and I love it. I want to get this one in the white color as well. That's on my wish list just because I love it so much. And it's the pebbled design. I generally go for like the pebbled leather unless it's like the Sapiano leather, just because it's more durable. It'll show less scratches and show less wear as opposed to like lambskin or like a smooth leather. So I always go for the pebbled, and I just also think it's just like a nice classic look as well. And then my most recent purchase that in my current bag that I'm using is the Chloe Woody tote, and I am obsessed with this bag. I've mentioned it again. It has its own video that just recently went up. Each bag is handmade, so each bag is one of a kind, and that's something that I just absolutely love about this bag. It's so perfect for spring and summer. Living in Texas, it's warm a lot, so I can get a lot of use out of this. You can use it as like a beach bag. You can use it as a pool bag. It's great for just, you know, casual shopping. I am in love with it and it fits so much. So again, this is the bag that I'm currently using. So there's just so much in here. I do wish I could find an organizer for it, but it's fine because I love it. But this was my first Chloe bag and I absolutely am in love and obsessed with it. But yeah, other than that, that is all of my handbags. I know this was a pretty long video. I really just wanted to share each one with you guys. If y'all have any questions about any of the bags, please feel free to let me know. We are going to have part 2 with Sam where he reviews some of the bags. We're not going to go into all of them just because there's so much. I might just let him pick and choose which ones he wants to talk about. But yeah, other than that, that is going to be it for this video. If y'all have any questions, please feel free to let me know. And thank you guys so much for watching.